Hello everybody and welcome back to Starsector. We're heading over to the Eos Exodus system right now to continue blowing up the Luddic Church and their friends, and I have a few more updates to share with you. As I mentioned at the end of the previous episode, this one is being recorded right afterwards, just so that, like I explained in the previous episode, I can get ahead of that load shedding schedule, just helping bring you guys some more consistent content until we find a way around the issue. I'd like to introduce you to 4 more captains though. We have Alpha, Eve Roxanne King, and Alan O. Stilacher? Alan, I'm gonna be honest, I tried my best. Anyway, we're gonna go take out Tartessus and the other Luddic Church colony in the system. There is an independent world here, which I'm not going to conquer yet. I don't think it's a good idea. I think we should keep the independents on our side because you constantly run into them, and it is very, very annoying to have to constantly fight them. Also, we're going to, as you can see, the Luddic Church is no longer able to produce ships of any real quality. We are beginning to, really take out their industrial base here. The Righteous Flotilla, Hesperus Station, Hesperus the Rocky Ice World. Oh man, who are we going for first? So, this one, so Hesperus, if I could, can I just find the, where am I? I'm lost, there we go. Hesperus is probably a really good candidate for mining. It's a size 5 colony, which is really good. That's the second largest we can build. Tartessus here is a size 7. That's larger than I'm allowing my colonies to grow. I've capped them at 6. So Tartessus is something we have to capture because we can't get that big on our own. That would be so useful for us. But yeah, the Luddic Church is a really good sort of candidate for colonizing stuff because they tend to colonize only really well, habitable worlds. Periphery being that was Luddic Path, actually, wasn't it? Anyway, let's go ahead and engage the station. It's got a few friends, but I think we'll be fine. How about we send? Let's have a bit of a fight here. Huh? Let's try our new pilots. We'll send them out along with some of our old ones, and to really piss them off, we'll send in some of the remnants. Yeah, let's see how we do here. All this high-tech nonsense in front of them is gonna really upset them. Maybe they'll be a bit more reckless than they normally would be. I mean, that's a lot of ships, but I could probably kill that all with the Odyssey. Oh my god, the Snow Goose just got absolutely swarmed. Yeah, they are really good ships, but they're more like glass cannons than they are frontline heavy hitters. Probably should not have let them charge in like that. Yeah, you deal with all the small ships. That's what you're good at. Who nearly got themselves blown up already? Let's see. It was, that's Alpha. Well done, Alpha. Day 1 on the job, and already we're having to write off the insurance payments. Have I mentioned that this Odyssey is a little cracked? I think I might have brought it up once or twice. Oh, we lost one of our brilliants. Yeah, it happens. Like I said, I wanted to make this fight a little bit more interesting, a little bit less of a steamroll, because that seems to be where we normally are these days. Man, these Eradicators are giving me a run for my money. They are such good ships, even when they're piloted by trash AI. Ah, hammers! I didn't see the hammer torpedoes coming in. Okay, I think it's time for us to retreat the Odyssey before it gets blown up. We might want to bring in some of the bigger guns. Okay, whoa, that was a bit of a near fight. We actually did lose a few of our ships there. I think in future we're maybe going to stop chancing it and start just, getting the guaranteed kills. It is fun to do it this way, but it's also a little intense. Let's have a quick look at the colony. They have heavy batteries and a military base. I'm thinking, guys, hear me out, right? I'm thinking instead of disrupting this, because I want this base to function right away, I'm thinking we just swarm the heavy batteries with men until we've taken it over, right? We have the men, we have the abilities. Let's use them. So we're going to want to go after the heavy batteries. 856 combat power right there. That's going to be a heavy one. But we lost 6 men. We still have 317 power on the ground. I think 4 more deployments like that, and we can then move. We can use that as like our base of operations and go up from there. Sorry to was it Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, and Delta Company? Y'all are getting drop potted into enemy fire. I think I'm actually. You know what? I can't deploy anyone else, so we're just gonna sit on it like that for now. Hey, Epiphany and Chalcyon have their orbital stations. That's going to help. Oh my god, they redeployed big time. Alright, send in more troops. We're doing this. We're taking them at the source. Okay, so we're just losing here. They've redeployed their entire military to the ground defenses. Alright, so never mind. I thought I could do it that way. We're just going to orbitally bombard them, which sucks, but it is what it is. We should now be able to like actually win this fight. Okay, yeah, we need to retreat. Withdraw. Absolutely. You guys need to get the hell out of there before you're all killed. And then we need to drop in a fresh contingent of men here. I think we go after the military base. Stop them spawning new ones. I did end up bombarding my own men there. Very Chris Pratt energy I'm getting. Probably. I don't think I'd want to be on Chris Pratt's team if he was a fighter. I feel like he'd kind of just hold his hands up at the enemy and expect the war to be won. Not exactly a commanding genius, that's for sure. Hey, look at that. Lagan has hit colony size 5, which is what I was waiting for. I'm just gonna let it stagnate at this point because we need the money more than we need the colony. And why don't we get you doing something useful? You know what? Honestly, having commerce here would be super helpful. But I think it'd be even more helpful if you could just pump out, like absolutely pump out heavy industry. Okay, and we have captured Hesperus. Fantastic. They are now launching an invasion from the Periphery star system, from Eos Exodus, which is perfect for me because that means I can go and grab them. Tell me where it's coming from. No, just that it spawned in this system. Alright, well let's go ahead and blow up these Luddic Church Watchers. Alright, but let's go pick up our Marines. That was actually quite a tough fight. That was the hardest fight we've had in a while. I don't need to ship 13,000 metal, but I'm going to anyway because I'm a madman. Send all of that to Cess. Hey, we got more admins. Never mind. Hey. Maybe we don't have to give up just yet. On the admin thing. Maybe we can run them for a little bit longer. Okay, we're going to take from the Pratt Ascendancy, and we're going to ship to Cess. Great, that's my planet. Where the hell's Tartessus? Over there. What? There's the invasion fleet. Don't you dare. You're not getting it. Ah, they took it back already? Those little shits. They changed their plan. Those little shits. We're going to have to invade it again. Ugh. Moving to engage. We're going to take out this invasion fleet, because that's going to keep bothering us. Alright, now here's a real battle. Alright, we're going to have to play this one smart. I'm going to bring you guys along for the ride. It's been a while since we've actually fought a battle together. Let's fight a damn battle together. Oh, and I just remembered, we built the rift generator in the previous episode. We should definitely go and check out what that does. That thing is so much fun. Gotta remember to try and do these things in the same episode. I don't want any Chekhov's gun knowers to get upset with me. That's like the one literary device I know, at least, or cinematic literary device I know. And yeah, it's just, you know, knowing it makes you feel so smart. When in fact, I know very little about anything, especially Starsector. That's a lot of eradicators. We might actually need to bring in the troops here. Okay, I'm trying to focus in on the eradicators. I know I just blew up a Shepherd, but listen, I promise, okay, the eradicators are my primary focus. Okay, I know we just blow up the Cerberus, but hear me out. The eradicators, okay? They're the primary focus of this fight. I'm just trying to knock them out one by one while because they have this habit of drifting a little too far away from support. And as long as I keep the pressure on, we are actually able to outflux them. Because the air is a little dumb. It'll like flick its shields on and off, and while you've got ballistic stuff en route, there's a chance for you to kind of slip in while it's doing that. See, like here. Like this thing's going to be tricking its shields on and off as soon as it has flux, and then eventually it does event. Sometimes make mistakes and get overfluxed. Yeah, these poor little ships stand no chance against the Odyssey. Nothing can stand against the Odyssey. Let's see if this Legion can stand against the Odyssey. Well, it's not very fair. It is the Odyssey and 2 Paragons, which I don't think much can stand against. Maybe not even 2 other Paragons. Like, oh boy, here we go. Here come the drones. Oh, the drones. Oh, it's a massacre. Oh, it stands no goddamn. All its weapons are disabled. It's looking kind of stupid. It's got egg on its face. Oh, baby. Oh, it sucks to suck, doesn't it? Oh, its engines have been flamed out. It's just adding insult to injury at this point. Well, that's that one gone. Yeah, I think we're going to be okay, chat. I think we're going to be okay. Nice, that was pretty easy. And we'll just use the second in command to wipe out the support fleet. Kind of crazy the AI gets to just spawn these and I have to pay for them, but you know what? It's not a fair world, is it? Ooh. 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 2,000 cargo capacity. No, no, no. Be good. I don't need it. I don't need it. We're not looting anymore. We're in a post-loot society. We could have recovered that legion, but I don't actually want to. Okay, let's invade this place again. Thank you. Proceed with the invasion. Yeah, okay, it's still disrupted. This should be a pretty quick fight. Okay, now tell me, was that the same invasion fleet as was going for the other one? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on. Also, the Electric Church still has 8 markets. We still got quite a ways to go here. No, no, they are still spawning another fleet. That one wasn't even the right one. Wow, okay. But we're going to guaranteed win that, so I'm just going to let that do its thing. I don't think there's any chance of them beating me on this invasion. No, there isn't. We're just going to immediately redeploy to the other spot and take them out as well. I can't tell if those were trying to harass me or not. There we go. We've captured Hesperus again. Leave the troops on the floor this time. Maybe they'll contribute. I don't think they will, but maybe, right? Yeah, see, the mercenary patrols are not enemies with them, but they're not hostile. But they're like they're not. What was I say? They're helping us, but they're not helping them. Okay, engage the orbital station. Gonna pop that with a couple paragons. I'll be back in a second. You know what? Eradicate a swarm, just because it's kind of funny. Okay, so I'm guessing Tartessus, has heavy batteries. I'm not playing games with this anymore. We're just gonna go straight up and we're gonna bombard it. Tactical bombardment, boom, and let's get in there. I think. I'm done with this this messing about business. Holy shit, that's still a lot of defenses. Okay, this is gonna be our biggest fight yet. Oh wow, I see. Okay, so now because they've got a larger colony, we also deploy in larger quantities. Interesting. So yeah. So now our contingents are at 266 men. So it scales. That's interesting. I didn't know that. That's fascinating. Yep, they are really coming in at us at the farming. I think what we're going to do is use that to our advantage. We'll deploy another troop here to offset their balance. And then I think we're going to sneak in behind the lines. We'll do a bit of a flanking maneuver here. Let's take out the light industry next, because we can secure that completely now that they've abandoned their defenses there. Oh yeah, this is the play. This is the play. Then what we do is, once we win this fight, we move one contingent over to Spaceport, we reinforce from there, and we should be good. Okay, we have not yet won there, which is a shame. I think we might just drop in 7th Battalion over here. Let's just drop them on the Spaceport. Does anybody else need direct support? I think we might need to drop some more to the farm. Dude, the farmlands, man. This is the Battle of the Bulge here. What if we move you instead? I'm out of deployment points. Shit. Okay. Oh, yeah. That's going to be a big fight. I think I'm actually just going to send the 8th Battalion in to assist. Dude, these farms are going to be very pot-marked and crated at the end of this. And it looks like we're going to win everywhere else. The morale's dropping heavily at heavy batteries, but this is going to be where the fight is, I think. You know what? 6th Battalion? Your farmers now too. They really don't want us taking that corn, huh? Okay, here's another Grand Invasion fleet. I don't know if that's the same one. I don't think that's the same one. I think this one is now going for Hesperus. We are going to have to take it out though, otherwise they're going to swarm us. But yeah, it looks like we're going to be winning this. All right, let's fight another Grand Invasion fleet then. I'm going to do what someone else suggested, which is to bring in the big ships first. We've done this before, once or twice. We're going to bring in our big ships, and then once the big ships are a little bit more advanced, like forwards, we'll bring in the supporting ships, and that's just so that nobody runs forward and gets themselves blown up. At least not before they're supposed to. And I don't mind spending a bit more on supply here to get this all in. And now I'm actually wondering if maybe we shouldn't change up the way we do our courier ports. So instead of shipping from Cess to Chris, maybe we ship from Chris to Cess. Have Cess be the new central point of our empire. Maybe that is a good play. That way we don't have to fly back as far when we want our various things. So we'll still have, but we won't have to change too much. We'll still ship to Chris, and then just from Chris we bounce it forward. Is that the right play? I think it might be. Or actually what we should do is figure out what the most central planet we own is, and start shipping everything there. I think that's the play. Okay, we are managing to smash this Legion. It did manage to get a full torpedo barrage off on us. It's stuck to the brim with hammer torpedo bombers, which are causing me all kinds of grief, but we have finally... There we... Oh, there's some more of them. Yeah, they're dirt cheap, and they do a lot of damage in numbers. If you're ever playing like a pirate playthrough, it's a very viable strategy, because you get access to them, I think, right at the beginning as pirates. In fact, I'd argue that carrier, sort of like a carrier-focused fleet, is the best way to play pirates in Starsector, because your actual ships are going to be pretty... Especially if you're sticking to like the faction ships only, right? Your actual ships are going to be kind of dog water, so... The fighters, however, don't suffer the same demods, right? Yeah, they might be the only way through. And we are getting pretty hard hit here. These Dominators just do not die. Oh my god, please shoot him more. I'm begging you here. Okay, but we've been able to defeat this fleet. But it wasn't, I wouldn't say it was a near call. It was definitely a tough fight, though. That's the closest my Odyssey's come to dying. I think that's also just because I'm playing a bit more sloppily. I'm a little distracted. Okay, cool. That was a win. That was a win. That was a win. Oh my god, there's another one coming up. This one's a special task group. The Spear of Loyalty. That's going to be a bit of a problem too. So how's the old invasion going? We are about to win. Man, they really wanted to protect the beats, huh? The beats and the cord. Okay, I'm going to give my guys a second to heal up. Like, if we can capture this planet, we can just insta-heal here. And then take out their fleet. Okay, like that. And now we hunt. The Spear of Loyalty. Get eaten. Oh, these all got story point buffs. Ooh. Oh, that is, by the way, a really good way to farm up, like, really well-buffed ships. Like, this one's got 3 story points. I can't even do that. Dedicated Targeting Core, Flux Distributor, and Flux Coil Adjunct. Not great, but not bad. Like, not bad at all. That would be one to... That would maybe be one to take. Maybe. Hold on. What the hell is that? Another Holy Armada. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a bit of cleanup in this system. It's a little overrun. Oh, also there's a gate. Hell yeah. I think what really makes these fights quite interesting is that they have now like level 7 officers, which before we just haven't had to fight. And that adds a lot to the combat, right? Like the AI is finally at the same level as our fleet in some ways. Like they've still got demods and stuff because we've managed to hamstring their production and, you know, we've only made that worse for them now. But it's still kind of insane how well we are able to compete with an entire faction. I mean, we are an entire faction of our own now, I know. But, you know, there was a time when we weren't, and we probably still could have won these fights. I don't think we could have maintained the Conquests. That's another whole, you know, that's a whole other leg of the battle. We actually lost one of our snow geese there. What have you got built into you? You have dedicated targeting core built in, and... Oh, you know, you have special... Hold on. You got expanded missile racks built in. You know what? Considering it doesn't even cost a story point, I'm willing to pick you up. I think that's a pretty good eradicator. We'll add one more to the fleet. God knows we've got the room. And all those invasions and conquests have actually gained us another story point. I've moved the max cap up to 25, so instead of 20, we will have a little bit more available to us. I wonder if it's worth going for this. I think it might be. But what's the last point we're going to pick up then? Probably this. Right? We do have some fighters. Could give them better top speed. Yeah, let's make our fighters marginally better. The retaliation attacks are starting to ramp up now. We've pretty much got a constant flow of Luddic Church Evangelist fleets, which aren't very good, but they have a lot of them that are just kind of constantly swarming the system. They really want this planet back, and I don't blame them. It's probably their second most important planet after the Gilead, which is their homeworld. They're gonna fight tooth and nail to get this back. So we need to prioritize finishing off the Luddic Church ASAP. Because they can just keep spawning these fleets indefinitely. I think this time I'm going to do what I used to do with the Odyssey and come around the flank. Rather than using it as like a frontline ship, I'm going to use it as like a hit-and-run guerrilla striker. Spec Ops. We get behind the enemy lines, we knock out their... all these what are these things called? Carriers. And from there, we sort of slowly start to whittle them away from behind. Because otherwise they just keep spawning more and more of these god-awful bombers. Dealing with a lot of these bombers with the Luddic Church. Each faction really has a different way you've got to fight them. It's so interesting. Managed to catch his Dominator right in the behind, and that is, of course, their biggest weakness. They have, like, no point defense back there, or really, like, any defense back there. That's very much a ship where you need, like, 6 of them lined up in a row, and you just really hope the enemy doesn't outmaneuver them, which they always do. Don't use Dominators. They're very bad. Okay, it seems like the guerrilla strike strategy was the right one. It's managed to keep them off our backs. It's been really, really good for us. Yeah, a lot of their cargo ships have been converted into like sort of makeshift fighter carriers, which is a bit of a problem for me because that means I don't actually, because I keep spawning more and more broadswords from somewhere. So it means I'm going to have to kill everything if I want to deal with the fighter problem. Ugh. That sounds like work. Oh wow, looks like the rebellion on the Hope Station was actually successful and it has fallen back to the Luddic path. This will happen a few times. There'll be a couple places we'll have to capture more than once, and that's okay. It's kind of part of the challenge, right? Like they're dealing with the rebellions. It's just part of the game. So we need to keep going though. I'm going to ignore the Luddic path ones right now because they're not going to actively, invade me. So we need to deal with Canaan next, followed by... I think actually let's go for Tenacity first, then Canaan. Then... Is that them? That can't be them, right? Like, the Luddic Church has got tons of other colonies, surely. Yeah, they got the Soltis Divinus up there. And that's pretty freaking far away. That's pretty far away from our other groups. I'm thinking... I'm looking at this, and I'm thinking that little water world we captured, despite being so tiny... is actually pretty central, as is Epiphany. Epiphany might work. Maybe Chalcyon. Chalcyon's like pretty much dead center in the sector. That would be a pretty good one. We could bounce everything over there. Is that the plan? We've got 300 days left. I'm not going to move anything around yet. I'm going to continue shipping the way we've been shipping. But we might need to do it this way at some point. We might just have to. 7 days left on that, huh? Oof. Maybe that is going to be the play. I don't know. Because CES isn't very central, and it would be nice to centralize a lot of our stuff here, The higher the instability on a planet, the easier it is for the rebellion to take over, but we are slowly but surely beating them down. I think we're going to be okay. Like, Brotherhood's pretty stable now. Brotherhood's going to probably be alright. CES is pretty stable. It should be alright. Chalcyon is unstable but stabilizing. Epiphany is stabilizing. I don't think they're going to be able to win that. Hesperus is a bit of a concern. Yeah, we could spend 1.8 million to stabilize the place. We're probably going to lose Hesperus. It's because it's been invaded like 3 times in a week. That's okay. Like I said, we're going to have to come back and do a bit of doubling up here, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, so they got Tenacity, Canaan. There's Union over there, which is a settlement they've colonized since the game began. There's Soltis Divinus. There's apparently 5 more factions, 5 more hubs somewhere for the church. I can't see them. Ah, they're all the way out here. Oh man, that is far, far away. That is like really far away. Okay, Tenacity does not have an orbital station, but it does have these very nice orbital mirrors, though, which we're going to be picking up. What are you about? You're aggressive with polarized armor. You know what? I can always use more officers. How about a freelance administrator? What can you do? Distributive economics? I take. I don't even think anymore. I take. We're going to bombard them. They might not even have ground defenses. I don't care anymore. And we invade. We are going to be a little bit tight on supplies after this victory. And we're definitely going to want to... where'd that go? Farming. Yeah, we know how the Luddic Church feels about their farming. But we're definitely going to want to play it a little bit close to the chest on this one. I don't want to overspend if we don't have to. I'm going to try and send 1 unit to everyone and see if that's enough just to take the fight to them. Maybe we move them around a bit on the floor because, oi, this invasions are expensive, let me tell you. Who would have thought? Interesting that the stellar arrays have a garrison, but okay. And surprisingly enough, it's actually the heavy armaments this time, not the heavy battery. Sorry, not the farming that got most of their attention. Lo and behold, he spoke the truth. Air storage. I can get some fuel back, but fortunately not much else. And I think what we're going to do is put this food over here and tell them to use resource stockpiles. That way, in case the food doesn't make it, they don't get completely wrecked. Really? This got disrupted. That's annoying. And let's go ahead and give them... I'm going to give them 500 Marines and 100 heavy armaments, and that should help quell the rebellion here. We're over fuel capacity. Again? Oh, yeah. You know, I'm looking at this, and I'm now thinking maybe, just maybe, Chalcyon is actually the place we want to consolidate a lot of our stuff at. Yeah, just because it's so central. It's like dead center in the core. Is there a gate in this system? Because if there's a gate in this system, then that's a no-brainer. There is a gate in this. Yeah, I think this is... yeah, and it's even active. Okay, no, I think this is the play. So let's go ahead. This is going to be ruinously expensive for the first month. But we're going to move everything over here. So right now, all we want to do is take the CES import. And what we're actually going to do is just swap it around. So we're going to take everything from Irampuza, from the Chris Pratt Ascendancy, and we're going to send it to CES. Over here in the Lagan system. Right? And we're going to hit confirm on that. And then we're going to have to do another one. This one's... And we should actually rename that. That's no longer CES import. That's now going to be Chris import. Because CES import is going to be a very different beast. This is going to be... Oh, this is going to hurt. Oh, this is going to hurt a lot. This is going to be Chris import. We're going to send everything from Chris to CES. And then we need to make a new contract. This is going to be CES import. And oh boy, this one's going to hurt. We're going to take everything from CES, and we're going to send it right over here to Chalcyon. Oh boy. We better not lose this goddamn planet. That's all I'm saying. Oh, there it is. There it is. As we're saving the game, there it came through. The Chris import, 831,000 credits to move everything from Chris to CES. It's the one-time cost. It's going to be expensive every month because we are importing other stuff to Chris, but it's cheaper to bunny hop it than it is to ship it all one time because of the multipliers. It's a lot cheaper to bunny hop it, actually. Yeah, you get out of here. I'm going to make sure this thing makes it out of here alive, okay? There is a revenge fleet coming for us. Oh, that hurts. That hurts, but that should be, yeah, that should be the one time that is that bad. That's the first time we've lost money in a very long time. Okay, we're here in the Freyja system to take over this Union place. That should be pretty easy. They've got, like, nothing going on. Sue them. Smash them. Pick through the wreckage. Take it all. Invade. Do you guys have... They do not have ground batteries. An invasion commences. Boom. We already own it. That was pretty quick. So how many markets do they have left? We need to keep... 4. They've got 4. So I know about Chalcyon, and I know about the 2 up there, and then there's one here, Soltis Divinius or whatever. Soltis Divinus, I think that's the next one we go for. We've nearly got the church smashed. Nearly. Give them some guns, give them some troops, and wish them best of luck with their little rebellion problem. Oh, hold on. Wait, we need to capture... I'm getting ahead of myself slightly. Here's the Inquisition. Yeah, come on, keep following me. That's alright. Okay, everything is now here. The reason it cost that much, I think, is because we're moving 35,000 metals, which is, let's be real, probably not necessary. But so, yeah, it's C'est la vie, right? We've done it anyway. Now it's all here, and we now have a much more stable staging point with which we can wage war. or from which rather. 7,000 that, and a little bit of this, and a little bit of this, and a little bit of those. We also now have VPCs here that we can just run around and sprinkle where they're needed. I'm thinking you're going to make me some ship components. Make you a little bit more money out of that too. And I think I'm going to just start keeping VPCs on me. You know we're going to keep that thing on us. Yeah, I'm going to keep the supply VPCs, because I don't really care about producing the rest of them. Actually, I do want one place to make me some heavy machinery. We'll just take them all. You know what, just honestly, just keep them with me. Keep them with me. That way, as I go to a planet, I can build a variable dissembler, and we can use it. Did Union get one? Not yet. Some of our other planets did though, right? Okay, they finally caught up to me with this fleet. I've been dodging them for a while. It's useful to dodge these because they can't actually send more after you if you keep kiting them. By the way, if you've watched this far into the video, I think you certainly have earned the right to make this suggestion. So, what do you guys think we should call our new homeworld? I don't like Chalcyon. A little hard to say. Chris was just such a good meme, but Chris is a little too far away. Chris did the job. It got us to where we want to be. So what do we call it our new homeworld? It would be great if it was still Pratt adjacent. It's got to have something to do with the man, the myth, the legend, the unfortunate actor, Chris Pratt himself. Okay, so they've got the frickin' bombers again, which are making it a little hard to approach the center. I think once again, I've learnt my lesson. We're going to pivot and attack them from the flank. The nice thing is the ship is so fast, I can actually outrun their torpedoes if they shoot at me while I'm in motion. And once again, we've ended up corralling them in a nice little pile. 2 legions back to back. This is actually a really good deployment for legions, but unfortunately without more supporting ships and without better fighters, they're a little too outgunned to really stand up to what we're putting them through here. And with the Paragons closing in, I think that's game. Oh my god, I overloaded. I wasn't even paying attention. Maybe it's not game. Periphery is a miserable system to try and take over. Not only is it a stupid neutron star, but it's also got all these goddamn storms floating over it. Oh, it's just horrible. It's a horrible place. Let's go get it back. Okay, the rebellions on all the planets are failing, which means that they are starting to lose power. This is good. This is very good. Oh, who's here? Oh, we got some mercs taking out the... You know what? I'm going to let them do that. I'm going to let them do just that. If they want to do that, they can do that. You lot can offload... When did we pick up this? I don't need to bring this with me. That can get couriered back. We definitely don't need a Senate right now. I can't pick up more administrators. It's probably a good idea. I can't hire any more administrators. Never mind. Yeah, we're now at 1 out of 3. I think next episode we're going AI, boys. I think it's time. I think it's time. I'm gonna let the mercs continue this fight. They might be able to do enough damage that I don't have to do as much work to kill this thing. Oh! Yep, looks like they're actually gonna win. Okay, cool. Hope Station's been knocked out, which means we can just go ahead and invade it. Okay, cool. We got Hope back. And I'm immediately going to get them to... Well, first off, we'll drop all this, and then we'll have to set up the courier again. But I'm first going to go to the comm directory, Portmaster, take 100 guns and 500 marines, and just freaking crush that rebellion, please. Okay, we also have the benefit here of now being able to install our variable assemblers. Let's go ahead and get... I think I want this one to make heavy machinery. I think that's a good idea. And then you can also make heavy machinery. I just queued up one of these to be built here. You guys can both make me heavy machinery, because I don't want this to be a supplies one, because it might not ever make it out of here. But you know that could be helpful at some point. Who knows? I don't. I sure don't. Okay, that's been taken care of. Where to next? I think we head over to Tartessus and Hesperus, and we do the same. We give them the same treatment. Oh, hold on 1 second. Jump in by the star, because we can just take the gate. Actually, did I remember to activate that one? I might not have. The Luddic Church is offering a ceasefire. I'm actually going to accept it. Let's use that to consolidate our forces. We can just break it at some other point. We've crippled them like they cannot believe. And this means that they won't come and try and invade our fleets anymore. Oh yeah, baby. This is the plan. This is the plan. Whoa, what's the big expense this time? Marines sure hurt. Cess. Oh shit, I know exactly what's happening. Everything's being moved back to Cess and then back up there. Oh, I have erred. The Chelseon import. Oh god. Oh god, quickly get me to a comm relay. There's no time. Yep, there it is. Chelseon import. Yep. Whoopsie daisy. Okay, we're gonna have to pay the price one more time. Hey, Hesperus has won its fight. Fantastic. That's one less planet that they can get back from us for free. So Darian Dictat is offering us a ceasefire. I wasn't even aware we were at war. I'll take that for now. There's no reason to fight them at the moment. They were going to be my next target, but I'm thinking we can actually go after one of the smaller factions first. Maybe the Horde or something. Actually, I think next episode we need to take a break on the conquering and just get our empire sorted out, because clearly there are I've let a lot of things slip. Okay, everything's here. Everything's still here. Thank God. Oh, okay. Okay, we're fine. Everything's fine, gamers. 13 AI cores. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Whew. That was a near miss, huh? That's more what I want to see. Everybody flows to Pirampuza. Pirampuza bounces everything to Lagan, which is one of these, that one, and then Lagan will take everything from the south and bounce it up there. We'll probably have another staging point up here and another one over here, but everything will now be consolidated into Kumari Kandam. I think that's the way. Hey! And at Union, we have officially won the Rebellion, which means there's only 3 left. Hope, which we're going to win shortly, Tartessus, and Tenacity. Hesperus has been won as well. And I think I funded Tenacity already, so it's just 1 left, really. And we're going to have to fly there manually to the Hesperus system, because I'm an idiot, and I didn't activate the gate while I was there. Okay, we finally made a profit again for the first time in a while. I'm going to use this opportunity to go around and build some variable assemblers, and then I'm going to head home. And we're going to head home so that we can finally begin to think about how we're going to do this AI upgrade, because we need to do it, but it's tough, because we kind of want to... I think we're probably going to stick the AI cores in the southern planets, because we don't want them in the middle. We cannot risk them falling into enemy hands. We will then... Everyone is going to start invading us if they work out we actually have them. You make me more supplies, thank you. We're definitely walking a fine line here. Let's be real. Oh my god, we actually beat off a pirate raid. Terrible phrasing, but incredible gameplay. Here we go, wrapping up for the episode. We're going to install the final VPC and the final variable assembler. Everything we now own has a variable assembler and a VPC. I think it's a very good idea to just keep carrying these around like this. Seems to be working pretty dang well in my experience. We want to install a supply one. There we go. And I just need to check. I don't think we've actually got you on the network. So let's just have a quick look here. It might be cheaper just to move from Everest to Nevada, and then Nevada bounces it forward. It doesn't matter too much, right? Let me just check if we have contact courier port. Do we have Everest on this? Also, that should be Hope import. My bad. Anyway, but guys, that is all we have time for today. Thank you so much for watching. It's been an absolute blast. In the next one, we are going to probably take a break from conquering things and sort out this entire civilization. It is falling apart in a pretty major way. Oh wait, Hope, storage, and then wait, hold on, we have 2. You see, this is what I mean. Okay, I'm gonna sort out this off camera, and I will see you all in the next one. Thank you so much for being here. Cheers. And of course, a huge thank you to our channel members and patrons for this month: Kelly Ananas, Call Me Bo 82, Old Man Tater, Frickin' Friendly Beaver, Knee Cruncher, Riley David, Badass Beast, Rivo, Charlie Weber, Mermix, Officer C4, Not K Arthur, Adachi Fanboy, Couch Potato, Rob, LCG Canyon Zahar, Jack Smallman, Cut Beef, Go Ham, I'm Alpha, The Senate, Richard Berry, Ragnar Skullcrew, Depoyo 44, Eve Roxanne, Raija King, Mel Roman, Deep to Fried Sam, Jan the Pan, not sure about that one, and Pratham Parush. You guys all rock.